New evidence that Cuba and China may be teaming up to spy on the United States. There are new details tonight that the two countries are negotiating a training facility in Cuba that would have Chinese troops just 100 miles off the coast of the U.S. And while tensions with the communist island nation have subsided in recent years, tensions with China have only increased. Numerous cyber attacks, close calls in the seas near Taiwan, and a frayed diplomatic relationship following the pandemic have all worked to push the U.S. and China further apart. And now it seems China may be latching on to one of America's closest adversaries, at least when it comes to geographically close. Joining us now with more is NewsNation's Evan Lambert. Evan, how is Washington reacting to these reports?
Elizabeth, the Pentagon tonight saying it is aware of this report on a possible new Chinese military base planned for Cuba and that it has the resources to counter actions from China. A potential new threat from China, just 100 miles off the coast of Florida. The Wall Street Journal reporting China is in advanced stages of negotiations with Cuba to build a joint military base on the island.
What we have seen is the PRC continuing to express interest in the Western Hemisphere. We know that they want to expand their military presence, and so we are going to continue to monitor that.
The Pentagon says they do not seek conflict with China, but feel confident the U.S. has the resources to counter the country's actions. This all comes after the Wall Street Journal reported on June 8th that China and Cuba reached an agreement for a Chinese eavesdropping site on the island. Over that weekend, the White House declassified intelligence that revealed Chinese spying sites have been running in Cuba since at least 2019. And now, reports indicate this military base could be another step taken by China. A former Army officer and Senate National Security Advisor tells NewsNation a Chinese base so close to the United States could have serious implications.
In terms of its importance or how big of a threat it represents to U.S. interests and to the U.S. homeland, you would really have to look at the type of troops that are being stationed there and what kind of weapons they're wielding. If you're talking about missiles or aircraft or something like that, I mean, that's, then you'd be looking at one of the most significant national security crises that Washington has confronted in quite some time.
News of a potential joint military base comes just after Secretary of State Antony Blinken's high-stakes meeting with China's President Xi Jinping. Blinken walked away with an agreement to stabilize U.S.-China relations, but failed to reopen direct communications between the two countries' militaries.
This is something we're going to be monitoring very, very closely. We've been very clear about that, and we will protect our homeland. We will protect our interests.
The Biden administration also reportedly contacting Cuban officials to try and get them to not move forward with the deal, arguing it could harm Cuba's sovereignty. Elizabeth?
All right, Evan Lambert, thanks so much for that report.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.